It's Beer and Food O'Clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we're looking at Cloudwater's double IPA. It's Citra Equinox BBC, coming in at 8% ABV. It's a 440ml can, and we're going to be pairing it. I've wanted to do this for a long time. I'm a massive fan of Chinese food. I had a massive party at my house yesterday with all of my family. It was like a pre-Christmas get-together. My mum, my dad, my sister, my wife, all the kids. And we bought a load of Chinese, and this is what's left over. So we're going to be pairing Cloudwater double IPA with all this Chinese. So let's get microwaving. So what I decided to do was put the main kind of Chinese dishes, the main meals, on one plate in the microwave. And then the chips, the rice, the chicken balls, and this is always a hard part, trying to get, because it goes a little bit congealed. Have a look at this, guys. It doesn't really want to come out. Look, my thumb's gone through the side now. Whoa, look at that. Yeah, get some of that out in a minute. So it's all about getting it in the microwave. There we go. And it kind of melts back into curry sauce. So there's lots of curry sauce left over. Doesn't look great, does it? But I promise you, it'll be much better than it looks. I'm going to get the rest of that curry out of there now. So the one dish is out the microwave. Let me show you. I was going to pour the beer, but let's show you what it looks like. Whoa. So we got some chicken chow mein, Szechuan chicken, chicken curry, which my father ordered. Bit of a weird order, that one. I've never understood that, chicken curry from a Chinese. My mother ordered chicken and ginger. And somebody ordered beef in mushrooms, but I'm not a fan of mushrooms, and all the beef was just robbed out, and it's just a tub of mushrooms, and they're the devil's work. For me, mushrooms are the devil's work. Terrible food. Right, I need a quick, I don't want to get the can of beer dirty, greasy hands. Right, the beer, let's get the beer out first. Double IPA Citra Equinox BBC. Looks good. Always a good beer from Cloudwater. I've not had a double IPA from these guys for probably the best part of 2 years. Well, that looks amazing. 3 to 4 finger, slightly off-white head, hazy as you like, amber colour, good levels of carbonation, and yeah, it's an unfiltered beer. You can see the bits and pieces floating around in the glass. Let's dive into this beer then. Aroma, sorry, I'm rushing to get into that Chinese aroma. Yeah, lots of grapefruit, lots of pineapple, citrus, orange peel. Classic Cloudwater, really. They've always been top of their game. They always have. A little bit spicy, I reckon. The food's underneath me. I'm hoping it's not the food spice. This. A little bit spicy. A little bit of mango as well. Let's dive in. Cheers. Absolutely terrific. Terrific beer. Stone the Crows. Super juicy, super drinkable. A slightly kind of creamy mouthfeel. They've added, I'm going to guess, oats. Let's have a look at the back of the camera. I'm going to guess oats. Yeah, flaked oats and dextrose. Gives a little bit of mouthfeel. I like that. It gives a certain smoothness to the beer without doing the whole John Smith's thing, the whole nitro Boddington's cream flow type thing. It's a natural way to get a bit of body on the beer. Grapefruit, mango, citrus, little bit of jammy tartness, touch of strawberry, lots of flavour. ready to pair it with this Chinese. Got a fork. What I'm going to do first, I'm going to be really rude, guys. I got loads of like liquid on the plate, so that's the Szechuan chips and curry's done. The chips and curry. Let's get this chicken curry done first. It's a bit of an odd choice. I don't know why people order chicken curry from a Chinese when there's always such a vast array of meals from the Chinese to order. But the chicken is tender. The curry's always had a nice spice on it. Yeah, it's really good chicken. The peas are nice, it's spicy. That's good. I think over here we have the lemon chicken. Yeah. Sorry, chicken and ginger. It's my mother's order, the chicken and ginger. Nice and lots of ginger coming through. Nice and spicy. Again, chicken's tender, but a different style of chicken. The chicken on the chicken and ginger was real chicken breast. The stuff you get on the chicken curry is like that processed diced chicken, which I'm not a massive fan of. I'm dripping this stuff all over the floor, so probably the first YouTuber you've seen drinking from a plate, but it's hot sauce. All mixed in, all lovely. Over to my dish. This is Szechuan chicken. Love it spicy, me. Love the peppers, onion, and it's more of a rigorous spiciness. It's it's a real burn on the back end. It's probably the spiciest, for me, the spiciest thing you can order from a Chinese. And for me, the spicier the better. The old favourite, chicken chow mein. Who don't like a bit of chicken chow mein, eh? Noodles are good, really tasty. And I'm at the point now where I want to talk to you about this whole process. It's probably a bit of a secret, this, isn't it? It's probably the thing you do but you don't really tell anybody. You have a big order of Chinese, it's too good to throw away, and we all do it. You can't tell me we all don't do it. For me, it doesn't necessarily taste better the next day. There's that old wives' tale, isn't there, of this type of thing tasting better the next day. I don't think it does. I think it's always best to eat the chicken super fresh. There's a little bit of that processed square chicken. It's very tasty. So yeah, it's always good to eat it fresh, yeah, straight from the Chinese. But there is a certain level of marinate. It marinates more than going into the next day. So there is, some people might say there's a little bit more flavour. I'm not a person at all who will put this type of thing in the bin. I'll always say, even if it's just a few chips, I'll bung them in the fridge and I'll warm them up the next day. The wife goes nuts, you know, she goes absolutely bonkers with me, but I don't like throwing food away. I really don't like throwing food away. So that's a look at some of the things I order from the Chinese. Put it down now without spilling this sauce everywhere. Next up, you can't have these dishes, can you? You can't have these dishes without the sides, yeah? The all-important sides. And this beer is terrific with it. Let's get the sides out the microwave. Plate's really hot, hang on. And it weighs a bit too. Right, cloth. Normally, is it hot? Ah, no, it's not done. It needs another 2 minutes. Normally, I was going to say, the curry sauce melts into it melts back into being curry sauce. I've done this before on many occasions. For me, the one thing that may not have made it is the prawn crackers. Even in a sealed bag, sealed back up tightly, the prawn crackers generally do go a little bit soft. Let's hear for the crunch. Mmm. Surprising. Mmm. Surprising, the prawn crackers have some crunch. They're still fresh. Another 3 minutes on that. Back to the beer. I've not put a great deal of thought into this beer and food review. I like to do things on the cuff. I don't really like to write a script. For me, it would be too straight. It would be too, I would become a really boring presenter. Perhaps you think I am. Perhaps you're tuning in because you think I'm a right moron and you just like laughing at me. I don't mind. I really don't mind at all. But if I wrote a script, it would be, yes, it would be a little bit neater, a little bit tidier. But I told you I've microwaved this food for 2 to 3 minutes, so if you want to skip the video, that's fine. Skip the video. Skip the video. I'm still hungry. Still hungry. Got to get rid of some of this juice. So, comment in the comments box, please. What do you order? Love this chow mein. If you order a Chinese takeaway, what do you generally order? Why do you order it? Do you have your Chinese with beer? I suspect most of you do. And do you warm it up the next day? It's so good. It would be sacrilege, wouldn't it, to throw all of this food away. You've all been in the dilemma. I bet you've all been in the dilemma where you've had family or friends over, you've ordered a ton of food, and there's a load of it the next day. I know a few people who will throw it away. I know a few. Not from YouTube, just personal people that I know. Oh no, couldn't eat it the next day. And do you know what they say? They've said it to me, and I've laughed at them. Oh no, couldn't eat it the next day, that's for poor people. And I've gone, literally rocked back on my chair, thinking, what an awful thing to say. Right, I'm going to need an oven glove. I think I picked a plate that's not really microwavable and all the energy's gone into the plate rather than the food. Ah, steaming. Can you see that it's steaming now? Right, we've got some steaming hot food. For me, this stuff makes the Chinese, yeah? I class this as a side. We always class this as a side. Bag of chicken balls, add a couple to the side. Jesus! God! Oh, What is a chicken ball? If you don't have these where you live around the world, it's basically chicken breast deep fried in batter, and it normally comes with a sweet and sour sauce. I'm one of these people. I'll swap out the sweet and sour sauce, I'll grab some curry. That's why there's 3 tubs of curry that come with this Chinese meal. There's some curry on there actually. Is I always swap the sweet and sour sauce out for the curry sauce. Ah, but it's hot. Really hot. Let's see how it goes with the beer. Tremendous, absolutely tremendous. The hops, the juiciness, just it just goes together so well with the kind of the curry sauce and the chicken and the spices. But again, comment in the comments box. Is a Chinese without the sides, without that lovely kind of maybe some soft fried noodles or some chips or some rice and curry? For me, I'm a stodge monster. I am a real stodge monster. I think I would cry. I think if somebody ordered a Chinese, just the main meals, without the bit of stodge on the side, I'd be rather upset. I would. Probably to the point where I'd be in tears. And I've done a little bit of research into this. The reason why I'm a Welshman, the reason why us Welshmen, we eat a lot of stodge. We call it stodge. It's like kind of floury chips, kind of, what's the name for it? Carbohydrates, is it? We eat a lot of carbs in our diet. And it's because we come from like a mining heritage. We used to go down the coal mine and dig all day long. And when we finished in the mine, the first thing we wanted to do was drink a load of beer and eat a load of stodgy food. Let's check out this fried rice the next day. Yeah, with the curry, really good. Really, really good. Chips are always a difficult thing. They're always a difficult thing to get right the next day in the microwave. They can become dry, very dry. The secret for me is to get the curry sauce over the chips and let that steam a little bit and keep the fluids in the chips. And again, I'm not going to stand here and tell you the chips taste as good as they did when they were fried yesterday. I'm not that silly to suggest that to you guys, but they're very edible. They're a very edible thing the next day. So that's a look at the main meals. The bit of stodge on the side. Look at that chicken bowl covered in curry. Perfect. Rice, chips. There's probably 2 bags of chips on there. I'm gonna have a damn good go at it. And then tidy up. And then tidy up. One more thing I want to mention about eating this type of food the next day. Not only are you kind of not wasting food, but when you're eating it, it'll kick back a memory from the night before. Maybe the laugh you had with your family or the laugh you had with your friends. You know, you think, while you're eating it, you're thinking, I'm eating Johnny's chicken balls or something, and have a little giggle to yourself. Love it. Wouldn't have it any other way. I do the same with Indian food. I do the same with chip shop food. If there's chip shop food left over, I'll eat that the next day too. And it's not bad with a top quality beer, is it? A double IPA from Cloudwater. My ears are burning with the comments in the comments box. Please comment. Please subscribe. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Thanks for watching our beer and food reviews. And cheers.